Shorty, hear me out. Congratulations. You grinded, you focused on yourself, you got a house to yourself for you and your child. Okay? You still ended up, and this is a conversation I really want to bring up, but I feel like I need a female to go head to head with a female. I don't think I can have this conversation with you guys the way I want it to be. Like, I think the message will be one-sided if we have it. I need a female so I can go head to head with her. That's exactly what it gave us. What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Yeah, we chilling. What's up with you?
Whoa.
I'm good.
Yeah?
How's that leg treating?
How's that leg?
I can't see it. It's good.
Yeah.
I got it hidden.
They can't see it, right? You guys can't see it.
Oh man, nah, they can't see it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's how we hide things around here.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let me. You know what? Fuck it. They can see it.
Big John.
Right. My man got that bionic leg.
Oh, I got that bionic dead.
What?
The second and third leg.
Yeah.
Second and third leg. Yo, you talk about your brother like that, bro? It was just a question.
Yo, let me ask you, before we start anything, bro.
Oh, we got questions?
Yeah. Y'all have a name for y'all third leg?
Nah,
Yeah.
actually.
I do. Pee Wee Herman.
Oh shit. Yo, bro, what the couch do to you, man?
Nah, what the
Yo,
do to you,
facts.
family?
Facts.
We're good friends now. Look at us.
Y'all friends now?
Yeah, look at us.
Nah, last time you fucking shot the fade with him.
All
That
right.
shit was worse than June and Gil.
Did I shoot it with you? So
Nah.
mind your business.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't catch me.
Mind your
Can't
business.
catch me. Why?
Nah, get your jokes out now. When I got a healthy knee, I don't want to hear it, bro. I really don't.
bro. Yo, you gotta catch the fade with Gil, bro. What the? And yo, not even summertime, bro.
Oh,
He gotta
yeah.
add it
Nah.
on a random Wednesday, bro.
Man said,
I
yo,
can't-
it's been a year. I
I
think I
can't-
can bring this out.
I can't catch that fade. If you guys genuinely look at that picture, I can't catch that fade.
My man was frozen in
Nah,
time.
bro.
I was counting the holes in the fence, bro. Like there's no defense there. There's no No, literally, there's no defense. There's no defense.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. At that very moment, you might have played better defense than Ray, bro. Because I've never seen him ever in my life that ever happened
My
to
man
him.
was set up to start dancing bachata and everything.
His hands was up, like he's swinging his hips.
Yeah. I want to lay, bye. Okay.
Yo.
That's salsa.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Nah, Jim.
Yeah, the snot. Trust me.
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican's about to flame you in the comments.
Was that a hair?
Yeah, bro.
Nah, he dipped it.
Crazy. Oh, he did?
I don't know. I just made something up.
Oh, he's pretty tall.
So that was your question?
Yeah, was that the Jeff's question?
Yeah, that was.
Nah, that wasn't the just question.
All right, let me hear the
alright.
Jeff's
Yeah,
question.
So what we here for?
Yo,
What's the question of the day?
All right, family. This is probably gonna be. All right. Scenario.
All right, let's hear it.
You with Shorty. Out of the blue, she just buys you something expensive. It don't matter. It can be shoes, clothing. Don't matter.
Gotcha. A car, nice car.
It could be anything. Anything expensive.
Gotcha.
You don't get her anything because it was out of the blue. Then you guys get into an argument. She brings up buying you stuff and not repaying her with the gift. How would you feel about that?
If she bought me a car and she came like that, yeah, nah, I'm selling the car, and I'm keeping the money.
Damn, we gonna do that pettiness?
100%. Because that's not the type of girl I'm getting, bro.
way.
What?
Nah, no way. Jeff just asked that.
We gonna do that pettiness, bro?
100%.
There's no way to answer this but with petty.
100%.
Okay.
There's no way to answer it. No one asked you to buy me shit. Let's start there.
That is true.
You want to be a dumbass broad. No one asked you to buy me shit. You bought me shit for whatever reason. Either I gave you good dick or whatever. So you bought me shit. All right? And you didn't tell me, I'm not saying you have to. You didn't tell me like, oh, this was for whatever. You just gave me the gift. So the way I see it, I'm accepting the gift the way I'm accepting the gift. Get that the out of here.
100. Oh,
And he gets dunked on.
My man raised up.
Right? So, nah, you can move. You can move with that. You haven't done anything that I think is serviceable enough to receive a gift. Apparently, in your world, it was enough for me to receive the gift.
Yeah, nah, yo, enough for me to get a car.
And I mean, this question was more for Eli, anyways, because Eli knows for sure skis. I'm not accepting shit.
Yeah.
What if she buys it for you already? Like,
The gift literally has to be birthday, Christmas, because there's no indication of a regift.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in that
If you're
situation,
giving me a gift because it's a regular Tuesday, no, take it back, shawty. I don't want it. Take it back.
but what if she surprises you?
I don't
You're
care.
Not, you
Surprise yourself with the extra money in your pocket. Take it back.
What if she like leaves it in your room and she's not even there when you come home and you see
I'm
her?
dumping her.
nah. See, I'm not gonna jump to that point. Like for me, I want to see if she reacts that way, and then I'll leave her. Like I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that.
I want you to show me who you are. You gonna go ahead and throw that in my face? All right, cool. I'm gonna go bag a shorty. I'm gonna take a nice picture in it with her and his
Yeah,
raps.
what?
Keep it pushing.
No, because that's the thing. I'm also Eli. He's okay, even though he doesn't want it. Pause. He's okay with getting there. I'm not okay with getting there because the problem with me is once I get there, it might be the last time that you get there. Because I'm here to kill.
I'm here to kill.
Now I'm here to kill. Now I'm here. I take pride in breaking people's souls. Oh, you want to be smart now? Oh, you want to be? Check this out. Check this out. I'm about to make your life feel so miserable. You will never want to look my way again.
Damn. He's going crazy.
Yeah, bro. Do not. Hey, man. I've said this multiple times on this pod. Don't play petty with me. It will be the last time you will. I promise you. I promise you.
I said what I said, and I said
like, yo, like honestly, Kendrick, you pussy. Because the way I would have been extra petty, I would have ended Drake.
No, there's no way.
I would have ended Drake. Kendrick killed him. But Drake is still Drake. Drake is gonna come back. Me? No, I'm going 190 yards. I want you to never record a song again.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
he about to drop something the 14th. So.
Yeah, but my thing is, I told him this a while back. I'm like, bro, you said you had like 5 in the chamber. Yo, you got him killed. Yo, finish him. Like, you talk about being a psychopath and being all high.
I know it's over, bro.
All right, cool. I'm about
tired of you.
to back you.
We tired of you.
I'm about to. Yeah, cool. You double back on Drake. Nah, kill him, bro. Finish him with the specialty. Rap your stuff. Ooh. Don't let Beyonce come out here and win Album of the Year, bro. Don't let that happen, bro.
See, I knew he was gonna bring that stupid shit up.
Country Album of the Year.
No, I knew he was gonna bring that stupid shit up. That was the only reason he brought it up the other day. This nigga think he funny.
Oh, yeah.
He think he funny. He think
I gotta poke at him. Bro. Yeah, this is what I do.
He think I don't know what he did like that.
I did.
Jeff, let me ask you a question. You think he genuinely was asking that question yesterday?
Nope. Wait, did you really know?
Nah, he's saying no because you said no, nigga. You don't know.
I didn't. Bro.
You don't, Eli. You don't know the dynamic, bro. That's why what Eli said earlier is because of this, bro.
Yes, 100%.
That domino shit is real life. I had to. Once I realized, oh, this nigga's just poking the bear, bro. I just gotta. So now I gotta play dumb with him.
Nah,
when he no, I'm still talking. When he's when he wants to say some shit, I gotta be like, oh, I don't know, dude.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know,
bro. We were just talking about this off camera, bro.
Jeff really don't know. Yo, you think, it's mind games with me and Eli, bro. But I hate it. You know why? Because he want to be humble. He want to do this only with his friends. But the real pussy niggas that call him the friends that shouldn't be called friends, he won't do that shit. He wants to play. Nah, bro. That's I don't want to waste my time with people that don't deserve it.
That's a fact.
Nah, I'm going to war, bro. I said this 1,000,000 times. Because of him, there's not a war in Kearney. Yeah, I would have started 6 wars in Kearney already. I don't give a fuck if they hear this shit.
I want to start in Canada, though, bro.
Why in Canada? What's in Canada?
Yo, he got to finish the job, bro. I'm skipping to that, bro. He got to finish the job, bro.
Are we done with your question?
Yeah, we're done.
Well, wait, what you doing? You asking us, like, what you doing?
What you doing in that situation?
I don't know, bro.
All right, bro. Listen, we got a good pod for you guys set up. We definitely are going to get with the NBA trades that have been happening, especially with the trade deadline happening today. Wink, wink. I am here with my fellow Salvajes. Welcome back. Yes, sir. Welcome back. Before I begin, make sure YouTubers like and subscribe.
Yo, we need 2. Let's
If
get to
you
160.
haven't yet, like and subscribe. Head over to Patreon. Give us a measly $4.99 for 4 extra episodes and cut versions of our YouTube episodes. Okay, Apple and Spotify. We've been slacking with y'all, but we'll get back to y'all. Okay. Even so, if you guys are there listening to the episodes that are already up, 4 stars. I mean, excuse me, 5 stars. Anything lower than I know I messed up. Anything lower than that, please hit us up as to why we can fix that for you guys. Okay. Let me introduce my fellow salvajes. To the far right of me, you already know who it is, wearing that bright yellow and gold. You know what I'm saying? Big day for the Lake shows. Your favorite first baseman. Let's give a round of applause to Eli, aka Mark Teacher.
What's goody?
Yes, sir. To the right of me, all right? You see him, all right? Wine Bandit, Burgundy Bubble. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I'm just making shit up at this point. All right? Mr. Poppy F10 Jed Blend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. At this point, everybody just give a round of applause for Jeff Rowe. How we feeling, fellas? How we feeling?
Good, man. 30 years young, you heard?
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to my boy. My boy's birthday was this past week, for those that don't know. I won't tell you the day. You don't need to know. Just know that it's his birthday. So in the comments, make sure you wish him happy G-Day. You're Sirski. Okay? Jeff is throwing up 4s because... Oh, I get it. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that money up.
Yo, that sounds bad.
Get that money up.
No. Hey, indulge.
Nah, we went to AC this past weekend, and we were playing roulette.
Mm-hmm.
Kid you not, the first night we were losing money.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, we need revenge. We need to get our money back.
Okay.
We went back to the roulette table on Sunday, the day that we were leaving. We're like, we checked out, we put our stuff in the car, and came back to the roulette table, and we just kept throwing for 4.
Smack the shit out of you.
For what?
Just because I want to.
Wow, that was crazy.
Eli got me hot.
Anyways, so we just kept shh. Don't look at him.
Yo, I got too many shushes from you, bro. From the both of y'all. Cut it out.
Nah, shush him, bro. I was already talking. I had a reason to shush you.
Yo, Jeff, go ahead, bro.
Yo, so we were throwing like cash on 4 and 4 and 4. It would not hit until Eli said, "Yo, this is the last one."
Yo,
we threw basically almost half of everything.
Yeah, we was like,
and we were like, "Yo, this gotta be it." And yo, I kid you not, I didn't even look. I didn't even look at the little spinny thing. I forgot what it's called.
The roulette.
Yeah, and I was just.
I didn't even look at the spinny thing. I don't know what's called. The roulette?
Yeah. Anyways, so I wasn't even looking at it, and I was looking down, and I see Eli. Eli's like, okay, 4, 4, 4. And yo, he just jumps on top of me. He's like, yeah, we got it. And I'm just like, what we got?
Yo, that's the crazy part, bro. So I'm going to be a little bit more detailed.
Okay.
We've been trying to get that number for a good, 20 minutes. It was hitting 35. It was hitting 16. The numbers next to it. I'm going nuts. I'm telling the lady, yo, you got to roll a little bit better. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get this money and go.
Telling the lady you need a roll was crazy.
She was taking the jokes. I was giving her a couple dollars. Check this out. The dude
niggas off the table.
The dude that was there in the little blazer and the suit, I told him, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get out of here. My birthday's now. I need you to hit on 4. That's my number. And he was like, dude, if I could have the number roll out, I would have had my brother, my cousin. I'd be like, cool, I get it, cool. So they end up rotating every 15 minutes.
She cute?
No, she was an older lady.
I like my older lady.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So the lady goes ahead and she's about to leave because another lady's coming in. She's like, "Hey, this gentleman right here was trying to get 4. If you could hit it for him, cool." I'm like, "I bet."
No way.
Bet. It took her 2 chances. 2. She rolled one. I think Jeff put $25 on 4, and I'm like, "Damn, Jeff, you're wilding." And it didn't hit. The next roll, I put money on it. Jeff put money on it. The dude that we saw from the night before was there. He put money on it. Yo, when I'm like, all right, we gonna hit. We all gonna hit at this table. There we go. We hit on it. We're all going nuts. We were all going nuts. The lady was like, all right, you hit, you leaving? Cash me out. Gave her a tip and we was out. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I like that. Otani didn't gamble?
Nah. She was still recovering from the past night.
Nah, that was a crazy night. Yo, Kiss 0 for 3, my boy. We ain't even gonna get into that.
Nah, we're gonna leave that one alone. I already told him if we struck out, it was over for him. You're bench, bro.
Yeah.
You're bench. Actually, we're gonna Jason Dominguez you.
Yeah.
We're gonna Jason. The Yankees gave Jason Dominguez number 24. Adios, Verdugo.
I'm out of the market anyway.
Yeah,
out of the market.
we should DFA you. That's what we should do.
Oh, nah.
We should DFA
really
you.
fine.
Speaking of market, no, you're done. Speaking of market, we're into the NBA trade deadline. Into the trade. Look, I did it again. Trade deadline. Again, ending today. Wink, wink. There's been blockbuster trades to already happen, and I think there will be a few that we should anticipate happening before the clock ticks 0. Okay? Notables: AD for Luka.
Yes.
Fox to the Spurs. Kuzma for Middleton. We have Valanciunas off to the Kings, and we recently, wink, wink, recently found out that the Golden State Warriors are finalizing a trade to the Miami Heat to acquire Jimmy Butler. Guys, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah.
Let me know how y'all feel. First and foremost, Eli, what? Listen, I've been watching ESPN all week.
All week, bro. All week.
Because obviously I have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
And they've been throwing this word around, this word apron.
Yeah.
Can you, because you're our dictionary, what's
dictionary?
What does the word apron mean?
I think it's just the coverage of mid-level players and trying to trade them. So you got to go ahead and make sure you don't pass the tax-paying dollar on those mid-level players that you're trying to give away. So obviously there's, looking at it, there's a first apron and a second apron.
Okay.
You got to make sure that you don't want to pass that second apron because that's when you pay those tax-paying dollars on those mid-level players. I think this is starting only because of what they did last year with making sure there's not necessarily a big three in a sense with tradings. And you have to go ahead and sign these players in the off season. So obviously they got away with it with these trades. And as we know, my guy just signed a 2-year extension for $121 million, a.k.a. Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Bucket.
That is insane. Not only does he sign there, he takes an extension. Golly. I think that's also another kicker to me, that they went ahead and traded for him, and they signed him for 2 years.
What took him so long?
Who?
Jimmy.
Dude, with Jimmy, man, I was thinking about this hard, man. Like, I understand you want to leave. You want to pull a James Harden. You want to, gain 30 pounds and then go to the other team and it looks like you didn't lose any weight. Jimmy for me, I felt like he did it wrong, man. There's a culture out there in the Heat that, cool, it's not for everyone, but there's a way to go about it. I know you've been there to the finals. I've known you brought that team higher than what we thought they would go. And he was expecting, hey, you got to get somebody to Miami. Like, I just got you here. I brought you to the promised land. I faced LeBron. Obviously, they won in that 2020. Give me somebody. Give me a Robin out there. And they didn't give him one. They wanted to keep their role players and wanted to go ahead and develop them. And then you ask for a trade. But we all know Jimmy. We saw what he did with the Bulls. We saw what he did with the Timberwolves. Like, that's just who he is. So, the type of player he is mentally, I didn't think Golden State was going to take him. His just behavior that he has in his past 3 locations, I'm thinking, like, oh, you're not going to trade for him. Because not only that, bro, the Golden State is predicated on moving the ball, fast pace. Jimmy doesn't do that. Jimmy holds on to the ball, sees the defense, and then attacks. That offense is not like that. They don't hold the ball there. So it's going to be really hard to see how that works out. And before you even get to see how that works out, you immediately sign him to an extension for 2 years at 121. That's where I'm like, bro, you got to see how the team is with the camaraderie and then give him the extension. I think Golden State really messed up on this one. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
I'm gonna add 2 things on that. The one thing on the Heat culture, I blame both of them. I blame both Jimmy and the Heat because they've been holding on to him for so long, noticing that he's not doing anything. He's not helping the team or anything like that, and they're just like, mainly Pat Riley. He's just like, yo, we're not trading him. We see potential in him, but then he's not going to practices and not doing anything, not participating with the team. And he's just like, oh, cool. And then suspend them for what, like a week, a month?
2-3 games.
Yeah, 2-3 games, and then spend them indefinitely. Like, you're just wasting time and wasting money right there. Just trade them off. So what I'm trying to say is, like, why put him through those suspensions? It's not going to fix him.
You know what it is? I'm going to be honest. It's Pat Riley. Pat Riley won. He's got the championships to say that I could do whatever I want.
True.
And does it make it right? No. So yes, they did set him up. They did make sure, hey, we're gonna suspend you, and multiple times. But Jimmy did that to himself. Cool. You got to go into work. You get paid millions of dollars. Cool. You may not like your job, but you got to show up. And that was the issue. You just show up. And then you do your dues and you will get traded. Pat Riley's not going to let you slide and disrespect what the Heat bring. So, yes, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra were definitely wrong. Eric Spoelstra should not went ahead and said, Jimmy, I'm sorry, you're not starting. You set him up. You did. There's no bits and beats. Yeah, the Heat, Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley, they were wrong. But on both sides. So the way it panned out, he ended up getting what he wanted. But I'm sure enough, if he would have played his cards right, he would have been there sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're just talking about the trade, I don't think it fits.
Nah.
But who's to say it doesn't fit? Play styles are a little different to me. The culture is also a winning mentality, so you got to figure out how you're going to make that work. Especially, I'm a little fonded with the 2-year extension. That also throws a wrinkle in there.
You think Steve Kerr is going to change him?
No, bro. He's been like that everywhere he's gone, and that's what makes Jimmy Jimmy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's a dog. He is going to fight for how he is as a player, and he's going to make sure that his players around him are playing up to par. Which is why he left the Bulls. Which is why he left Timberwolves. They're like, yo, we need more. I need you guys to step up. Hey, yo, Cat, what we doing? You know what I mean? He wanted that win now. He didn't want for Cat to now look how Cat's looking. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted them to step up when he was there because he felt like that was his prime. So he has every right to feel that way. But, bro, it's a new day, bro.
I can already see problems in Golden State, to be honest. I know that most of the offense goes through Curry.
Well, the thing is, I think Steph is gonna be fine. Steph is gonna be Steph. It's really gonna be Draymond and Jimmy. Those are two different dogs. You got 2 dogs in one room. How do you control that as Steve Kerr? Like, your job is to make sure that you don't have what you had last year. Because I'm gonna be honest, Draymond, Jimmy ain't him. You know what I mean? You're not gonna sucker punch Jimmy Butler.
Right.
So they got to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. That trade, I mean, it's not ideal.
I mean, they needed to change. They needed to change the scenery. Like for me, I'm thinking Jimmy is Wiggins. I feel like they do the same thing.
They're just flopping it around. That's it.
That's how I feel. I just feel like they're the same player.
Yeah.
Or just Jimmy, playoff Jimmy. You know what he bring when he comes to the playoffs. Now, does it fit that pace? That's going to be the issue.
That's probably something that we're going to have to see in these upcoming games.
But yeah, I mean, same thing goes for the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing goes for them. How are we going to fit two guys that hold the ball, and how they can share that? Damn. I think now looking at this whole picture for a freaking couple days, for the Lakers, it was the right move for them because now you got a 25-year-old in Luka. That boy, if he could do what he could do, healthy, and at a comfortable weight, I'm not gonna say all this stuff about him, but if he can get that together, the Lakers are gonna be nice for a while, especially if he goes ahead and stays there. I hear a lot of AD and how that was a bad trade for the Mavs. How are they felt about Luka? They got AD. And AD now gets to play the 4. He's got Lively and Gafford at the 5. That interior defense is set. Kyrie's playing really well this year. Now you give him AD, who's a 25-10 guy. So now you get not only the offense, but you get the defense that they were looking for. So for me, I think it was a good trade to win now. It's not a long-term thing because I'm going to be honest, giving up Luka Doncic because of weight and all this nonsense, my boy was still averaging 29, 8, and 7. He got you to the finals. He's very young. I think they went ahead and said he's a cancer to the team. He's lack on defense, and I've said this multiple times, he does. But what he brings to you on the offensive side is phenomenal. We talk about Curry and his lack of defense. We talk about all the offensive power. We talk about James Harden when he was doing his thing. We talk about LeBron and late in his career how he's offensive power but no defense. So it's not to say that he doesn't play defense. All the stars don't play fence. Let's keep it a buck.
No,
they all don't play fence.
They don't.
So for me, it's bigger than that. Something had to be happening outside of stuff that we can't see for that to happen. There's no way you give up Luka, a generational talent, at the age of 25 and just coming off a finals appearance.
Did you see what Mark Cuban said about it? Mark Cuban was even surprised that they even traded Luka.
You don't trade that. You know, those type of players don't come often.
Yeah.
So I was very shocked, and I hope Luka goes ahead and does what he set out to do, and that's to go crazy. And it'll be crazy to go ahead alongside LeBron and go ahead and try to win one. Show them up like this is what y'all missed, because now I'm coming. So they gave him that extra motivation that I think that he will bring to the table for the Lakers. Do they have a full roster? No, I don't think so. I think they're missing a big. We've been saying that. AD's been saying that before he got shipped. Valanciunas is off the table. Miles Turner's still there. I think if we can grab him, boy.
I mean, is Nurkic still on the
Nurkic is still on the table. So there's a couple guys that they can go get. That if they get them, fill that center role.
That would solidify the roster.
But that would be my thing. I think with their roster now, I think they make a run. What LeBron and that team did against the Clippers was very nice. With Luka in the mix, it may take a little bit, but hey, we've seen LeBron teams during that trade deadline going into All-Star and then 360 and they go on a run. So I'm not counting out LeBron, and I'm definitely not counting out Luka.
I feel like he's coming back soon. They just did a video with him, Reeves, and LeBron shooting in practice. It looked like, I mean, obviously he was just shooting, but Maybe he could be healthy.
I don't think he's fully healthy with the calf, but it'd be something to keep an eye on if they can keep him fresh. Because the issue is like a James Harden, when you got the ball in your hands all the time, you go and make a playoff run, you don't have the same legs, and that's something that I've talked about. I'm like, Luka's energy and body cannot withhold a playoff run. Now, with that said, can he go ahead and get it done with LeBron? You know, it's not something that you just say. I hope he does it on his own. I don't think you need LeBron to tell you, hey, I need to cut weight. I think the disrespect that the Mavs have showed you will make you want to do that. And prove to them and prove to everybody else they fudged up. So that's what I have to say, because there's a lot of people, oh, well, LeBron's going to change him. No. Luka knows what to do. Luka's going to do it himself. He's going to go ahead, side along the GOAT, or if not, the number 2 best player in the world, and he's going to show what he can do. The problem is, is Ron going to go ahead and hand him the keys like he so-called wants to do, or is it going to be tick for tack, and we're about to see 2 guys just go crazy?
What you think about the trade?
The AD Luka trade, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really care for it because I didn't think it didn't do much for both teams. I think this is one of those trades where it's gonna matter more down the line for the Lakers because you pretty much solidified a how can I say this, a top-notch point guard for at least the next 10 years. Bearing injuries. It could benefit for the Mavs in recent terms because of what AD kind of wants to do, but we could say that all day and not know what's going to happen once chemistry plays in a role. They don't have a point guard, so they need to figure that out. We don't know how Lively worked with 2 guards that can facilitate, but now he has to worry about another big man being down there with him. So, there's a lot of questions. We also got to figure out if, even though he's a good coach, how is Jason Kidd going to manage this? So I don't think this benefits any of them, at least for now. So off this season, I know people are like, "Oh, this shoots the Lakers." Nah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, what I have a problem with the NBA is they like to put value in stupidity. There's no way. Okay, hear me out. There's no way, right? They do a straight up trade. Now I get it. They're 2 premier players. Straight up trade for AD and Luka. The Mavs do get like a pick off the Lakers, or I forgot how that goes, right? But then the Knicks go give like 18 draft picks for Mikal Bridges.
Yep.
Like someone please make that make sense.
Yep, and Gobert gets freaking 10 draft picks.
We talk smack about players that get injured or that don't play X amount of years, and then everyone wants to glorify a dude that turns it on in the playoffs. Get Jimmy Butler the fuck out of here. Stop being a child. It was cool in Minnesota, bro, because literally you were playing against bums or playing with bums. It was cool in Minnesota. It was kind of cool in Philly because if you ask me, I'm not speaking for nobody else. If you ask me, Philly's not a great basketball organization, at least as of late. And the people that they had over there, their work ethic was also dumb.
I agree.
But now you're in the Miami Heat, like Eli said. Okay? That is a winning culture over there. A winning organization, okay? Regardless of people will say about Pat Riley, it's not like Jones in the Dallas Cowboys. He's running his team the way he probably should be running his team. You want to be a freaking inconsiderate fuck and be like, I'll turn it off in the playoffs because that's what matters most. No, you know what? Take the suspension, you dumb fuck. And somehow, with all that said and done, they're still going to trade 3 players. Yep. 3 players that can make a difference at any team. These are 3 role players. If you put these 3 role players in the Lakers, they could do something with this. If you put these 3 role players in the Celtics, in the Knicks, they could do something with this. Now you also got to consider, who they might be losing in the trade. But I'm just saying, if you just take these 3 players, put them on LA, on New York, on Boston, they're going to make a difference. So you give up 3 difference-making role players, okay? For a guy that doesn't even care that he clocks in on a regular Tuesday in February. And then on top of that, like Eli mentions, give him a $121 million extension. You're basically getting paid $60 million a year. Because of what? Because you went to 2 finals? Great. Okay. Everybody, look, this is how I like to degrade people's stupidity. or not degraded. Hyphen. Let's say that word, right? People want to knock the Lakers about their bubble championship, but give Jimmy Butler, right, the kudos for taking his team to that finals and not win. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You beat what everybody thinks is one of the best teams in the Boston Celtics, chokes in the finals. So what credit are we really going to give this bum for what? And then bash Luka for being 280 pounds. Show me something that says that he's 280. And then on top of that, what is the organization doing? Because as the organization, you're cutting the check. Your best player is whatever, in whatever stat or proof that you have. Apparently, your top player is overweight. What, as the organization, as the person cutting my check, what are you doing? Oh, nothing? Then shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me about my weight if you're not even going to give me the tools to get better. That's my issue with the. I don't give a fuck about none of these trades. Because all these trades, except for maybe one, mean shit. Because they want to glorify shit, give value to stupidity. No. Let's start looking at organizations and their scout and why moves don't make sense. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, what is the Mavs doing? Blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, the whole week was, oh, well, Luka hasn't played in like 3 years. He's 280 pounds. Okay. What did the Mavs do to help him out? It's not like New Orleans, right? Where everyone keeps saying that this dude is overweight, but somehow he can still carry the weight. They at least put in his incentives. Yo, dog, if you're not playing 75 games, we ain't paying you. I'm not saying that's enough to put, what's homeboy's name that came out of Duke? I forgot his name. Williamson. I'm not saying that's enough to push him to lose weight, but you're at least like, hey, yo,
there's
dog,
there.
If you're not figuring out, we're not going to pay you.
Or there's a weight clause.
Same thing with the Heat. Yo, you don't want to take regular season, the series? Suspended. No, they want to let Luka, quote unquote. The only time I seen him do something is when they lost or made it to the finals and homeboy snatched the beer out of his hand.
Yeah.
Give him a raise. He was the only one to say, hey, oh, you're on camera, bro. This doesn't look good. What did the rest of the organization do? Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. Don't come to me about 280 pounds. First of all, show me that he's 280 pounds. Right? It's the tick for tack. We glorify LeBron being 280 that can move like a gazelle.
Yeah.
Now because this guy looks chunky but still kills the league, because he's 280, we're gonna have issues. Bro. No, bro. No. This is why the NBA is losing ratings. It's not players. The players are just playing with the game that is given to them. Right? Everybody wants to, but LeBron's a flop. Yes, because we are in a flopping area. I can guarantee LeBron in the 90s is putting work. Because they're not calling. He knows. They're not going to call it. I'm 280. Muscle. I'm pushing dudes. No. 2020. Oh, you're calling flops? I'm a flop all day if you're going to give me this foul.
Yeah, look at the rip through. Like, just there's certain things. Look at James Harden. Why do we credit James Harden for wrinkling how to do the rule book and going the up and under? Like, we appreciate them doing that.
No, and see, that's another issue too. There was people that glorified that. Excuse me. Then there was people like me, and I'm not saying that I'm right for it. That's not what I'm saying. There's people like me that said, I can't watch basketball like that. This guy makes basketball unwatchable, right? I said that for years because this guy would score 30 and 18 of his points was off the line because he's forcing dudes, right? But now everybody want to suck Shai's dick this year. Tell me how many free throws Shai has per game. Oh, he's MVP. Oh, this guy's great. Oh, I don't know why the Clippers would trade him. But everybody just wanted to call James Harden this great scoring two guard. But all of a sudden, Shai's the truth. Nah, Shai doesn't foul bait. No way, bro. He's great. All right, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. How many fucking free throws he shoots a game?
He applies pressure on the freaking rim.
Oh, no.
But it's because of the game though. I'm not gonna defend him, but this is why I wanted to get back to the roots of back when 03 and 07 and even in the 2010s, like they was attacking the rim. They was putting pressure on the rim.
There was no such thing as flops.
We taking 30, 40, 50 threes.
Nah, you were literally seeing people getting dunked on.
Right? So when you got a player like James Harden and Shai that are manipulating the defense and attacking the rim, they're gonna get free throws because you're going. If I'm going to the rim, 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to get a call. But when you got the opposing team shooting 53s and only at 26%, yeah, I'm going to look real good. Because guess what? I shoot a couple middies. Shea doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He'll make a couple, but he don't. A lot of middies,
right.
and he's taking it to the rack.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
And an outlier, he looks like he's hooping because everybody else is doing the bullshit.
Is chucking 53s, only making 12.
So, for instance, he looks freaking damn good. So, you are right. But in a league where they're doing the opposite, and he's like, nah, I'm going to stick to my game. This is how I do. The mid-range is disappearing. Nah, I'm staying there. LeBron, I'm staying there. KD, I'm staying there. Booker, I'm staying there. See, that's the game they play.
And I'm cool with that. But we also got to give the non-big names, like, you know what I'm saying? Like DeRozan and Zach LaVine, they live in that world too. Then people don't want to give them. I'm not saying you're not. I'm talking in the sense of them. Yeah. I'm talking in the sense of them. You know, because this is my issue. What I was gonna bring up? Another thing with people giving value or not giving value. I'm pretty sure we both came on this pod last year or 2 years ago, whenever, and said, "Yo, bro, I don't get it. Why did everybody somehow think pairing up 3 dudes like Durant, Booker, and Beal was a recipe for a championship?" Yeah. And the fact that the NBA, not the NBA, because, you know, I'm not going to say that they have any say, but whatever, everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is great. You got three bona fide score. No, that is poor like team making. How do you look at that and say, yo, this team, be careful in the playoffs. There's not enough balls for those 3 guys.
Yeah.
There just isn't.
Nah. And they all kind of do the same thing.
And then Eli has said this multiple times. I haven't. I just nip and pick when I do, but Eli says this all the time. There is examples out there. Bro, we had a champion 2 years ago win with literally one of the slowest big men and had 4 dudes shoot threes and he averaged a triple-double. Cool. That was a good way to construct the team when everybody's trying to get 3 freaking superstars. Yeah. Then the following year, Eli calls it again. Hey, yo, bro, if I was these dudes, AD needs a big man, blah, blah, blah. Here comes Minnesota. They get 3 big men to throw at Joker. What happens? They win. But no, everybody wants to pair up Durant, Beal, and Booker instead of learning from teams that are creating. Bro, the Boston Celtics has been creating this team for 6 years. Yeah. For 6 years. And dudes want to continue pairing Durant, Beal, Luka, and Kyrie, talking about, this is the recipe right here, bro. We got it.
You got to understand.
For all intents and purposes, I'm going to be completely honest with you. One of the best teams that probably have been orchestrated, regardless of how many, regardless of how many picks they let go and stuff, is the New York Knicks. They built I'm not saying this is the championship team. They can make noise. You know what I'm saying? They have their players that in their roles do their thing. But they didn't say, Brunson, you know what? Maybe we should get Steph Curry to go with Brunson. You know what? On top of Brunson, let's go get a 2-guard and we have a 3-guard set team. They didn't say that.
No.
They said, we're going to get Brunson. Damn, we do like Dante. But you know what? Having a wingman that could play D and shoot some threes will be cool. Let's go get Mikal Bridges. Yo, Julius Randle, you've been doing good, but sometimes you don't really play defense. You know what? Let's go get a cat. He's lengthy. He can shoot threes. They at least build a team that can make noise instead of trying to pay 3 ball hogs. Yeah. Same thing with OKC. That's where I'm going to give them the credit. They did a phenomenal job building this team. And still to say, you know what, bro? If we let go of Josh Giddey to get a nice defending guard like Caruso, it could work out. No one wants to give credit for that. But we're going to fucking give credit for Jimmy to Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's my issue.
You gotta be able to construct a 1 through 5, not a 1 through 3, and you not even a 1 through 5. You gotta have a 1 through 5 with a couple bench players that are gonna come in and make some noise too. And that's to your point. You think you could be top heavy? Like it can't happen, and it didn't happen. You want to talk about the big 3 in Miami? Yeah, it was a big 3 in Miami, but who else did they have? Mike Miller, Shane Battier, Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole. They all had their role. they had their role and they played it well. Those guys, Battier was a shooter and played fence on their best guy. You had Mario Chalmers playing his role to a T, and you had Mike Miller. Bro, do we got to speak about him? Another shooting specimen. And you had James Jones, who also another sharpshooter.
Coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench and shooting lights out. So not only do you need, you want to have 3, but construct your roster as is. Build some guys that play defense, like he said. Go ahead, can rebound, defend, and then you can have 1 or 2 guys.
And they didn't even have like a true big man. They had Love.
Well, no, I'm saying in Miami, the 3. But it's the same thing with the Cavs. They have their role players. Like, you gotta have them. You just can't win with 3 guys, and it's just 3 against their 7 players, because you got to think about their bench and all 5 players.
Right.
Like, we talk about Denver. Dude, they had their guys. And I said this to them. I said, Caldwell Pope is going to be the problem on why they're not going to win. Caldwell Pope is a guard who defends and he shoots. And when they gave up Braun, what's his name, Braun? Or
Braun, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Not the white boy, but the other
Brown.
Another energy guy who plays fence and shoots the rock. When you give up pieces like that, it's going to hurt your offense. Especially when you got Jamal not looking like Jamal. Those guys pick up for that guy.
And Porter.
Yes.
This year, Porter doesn't look like.
Exactly. But that's because of the spacing on what it is. When you have a Westbrook coming in there. But when they constructed that team, I'm like, they have a chance to make real noise. But guess what? Because of Caldwell Pope's performance, he's like, all right, bro, I won one. I'm going to go get paid. And they didn't want to match it. Yeah. So he left. So that is the organization's fault, thinking, all right, we can get another piece and make it work. No.
You got to get something similar.
Exactly.
And to what Eli said, now what this does is now this cripples your team. You know why? Because your player, even though he already averaged a triple-double, now he has to average a 40-point triple-double, which is not his type of game. Right. He likes to score 20 to 25, maybe get to 30, but he's going to get his 14 and 14, not 43, 12 and 12. That's not Joker's game.
When you can allow Joker to what I think there was a game early in the season where he shot 8 threes. He shot the ball 30 times. I go, Ray, I know it's and he lost. And I go, I know it's very, very early. But if he has to do this,
he did say this,
it's not going to be good. Obviously, now they're playing exceptionally well. I think they're number 3 or whatever.
Yeah, they're up there.
But I said if they were to put him in that position, he does not like that. He does not like to go ahead and shoot 30 shots. He doesn't. It's not his game. You're going to win that way. And that means your point guard, Jamal Murray, is not doing his thing. And if he's not being your point guard, guess what? Porter over there is not doing his thing. That means everybody else not doing anything. That puts more pressure on that guy, your best player.
It's like a domino effect.
Exactly. So you need to have guys that contribute and not just scoring.
Right.
They got to defend. They got to go ahead and rebound. No, who wants to box out? The NBA don't even box out anymore.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's so sad. I think the stat was on Fudge on Box House was like 2.
What? And that used to be a skill. Dudes used to box out looking for an over the back foul. Like,
correct.
Like, that's how dudes were playing and scheming. Now dudes want, like Eli said, now the scheme is, let's shoot 53s. If we make at least 18, we're in good position to win this game. No, bro. Like, do the math. I think I said this multiple pods ago.
Yeah.
The average points in the game is what? 109? I forgot what it was. If you're shooting 53s, how much is 53s?
50 times 3, bro.
150.
150.
You're not scoring 150. So why shoot the 53s? If you can't even average 150, why are we shooting 53s?
Yep. And that's what I say. If you go against a team that's shooting that many threes, all you have to do as the other team is apply pressure on the rim. Because guess what? Not only do you apply pressure on the rim, that means you're getting a lot more 2s. And at the same time, you get more foul calls. You get those 3-point plays. Not only do you get 3-point plays, you also put them in foul trouble. You're not putting foul trouble on a team that's shooting mad threes.
Correct. And it's beautiful basketball. We saw it today. We know Duke is a 3-point shooting team. But how many times do we see 2, 3, 4, 5 passes get a dunk? Now, next play. Oh, damn, we can't let them. Oh, shoot, this guy's open at 3. Boom, 3. What does that do? Opens the floor because we took at least the time to attack the inside, to get this mid-range, to get this dunk, to get a lob. Now, Canupo is out here in the 3-point line.
Because we got to protect the rim. Like, play the game the right way. Don't just chuck. And I think that's where we're losing the viewership. I think they showed multiple plays where the one team shoots a 3, get a rebound, shoot another 3, get a rebound, shoot another 3, get a rebound. Yo, they shot 6 threes in a matter of 45 seconds. None of them went in.
Like as much as I hate it,
imagine if you do the math. Imagine if you go ahead you score on the 6 times. That means you just went on a
18, right? If you score 3s, right? You're saying
you score 3s.
That's 6 times 3. That's 18 points. You just had 18 points in what? 15 seconds? It's highly impossible unless you're Tracy McGrady. I mean?
Like, no, it's not gonna happen. So you know what you do? They shoot the 3, they miss the 3, you just tag 3 times. Yeah. Guess what? Now you just want a 6-0 run. Apply some pressure. That's what I'm
saying. Where's the 2? When did we lose the 2-for-1 deal? Remember when dudes were trying to get 2 for 1 because there's 40 seconds left? You know what? If we can just get two scores against their 1, where we at least win these 40 seconds. Like when did we lose that?
We chucking 3 threes before that clock.
As much as I hated the Celtics do that, their motto is, hey, if we score more 3s than your 2s, we win this game. Yeah, but there's sometimes they don't really play like that, but a lot of the games, if you look at it, they're playing like, if we just score more 3s than your 2s in certain quarters, we're gonna win this game.
So for them, their teams are trying to play to their scheme, and you can't do that when they have the personnel to do that. There's teams out there that don't have the personnel. But that shoot that many 3s.
But that goes back to my point with what are organizations doing with building their rosters? Because now you don't have the rosters to keep up with the Celtics. But then you go into Boston. Oh, you know what? Let's play the Boston Celtic game. Let's shoot 50. You can't shoot 53s against the Celtics, bro.
They will outshoot.
Because you know why, bro? Look, I'm going to have to fucking get up because now I'm getting tired. You know why? They missed the 3, Jeff. They missed the 3, right? You know what happens? Boom, Porzingis gets the board. Porzingis turns around. Guess who he has? Oh, shoot, Drew Holiday. 43% 3-point shooter. Oh, my God, Jason Tatum, 39% shoot. White, 42. Oh, Jaylen Brown, he's a 36. What do you have? Knicks. Oh, I'm like 26. You think you're going to win like that? You're not going to win like that. You're not going to win like that. People, stop putting value over stupidity.
Yeah, you really, it's a copycat league, so they want to go ahead. Oh, that worked for them. Oh, that worked for Golden State. Oh, that worked for it worked for LeBron in Miami. Like, you can't do that. You can't try to do a big 3. It worked in Miami.
But to Eli's point, that was a different era. You could do that in that era and be effective. You can't do that now. Go build. The Suns did it. Go build the big 3 and see how it's gonna fare for you.
It's not gonna work.
Sorry.
Well, you think they're doing all this just so that they compete with Boston and the Cavs?
Who?
Like, I mean,
like these trades.
My thing is, bro.
My bad, Eli. My thing is, besides maybe Golden State, but I just think they're overvaluing Jimmy. Nothing in these trades tell me that they can compete with OKC, that they can compete with Boston. Fuck it. None of these guys can compete with New York right now. None of these trades tell me this. So, what are we? Because that's what it used to be, bro. In all sports, when there was a champion, what you wanted to do? You want to dethrone the champion. How do you do that? We need to either build a roster similar to theirs or build a roster that counteracts theirs.
Yeah.
None of this tells me that.
Yeah, you're not counteracting nothing trying to shoot the same amount of 3s when you got 4 guys that shoot under 30%. You're not. And the thing is, like, I thought with AD and LeBron, they're sitting at, I think, 5 or 4. You would think that, all right, cool, we have something here. The West is not as...
You can keep talking, I'm sorry.
The West seems to be in shambles.
That's a good day.
You are the 4th seed. You would think they get another big, they would contend. You know what it is? And especially with OKC, bro, they dominate OKC, the Lakers. Dominate them.
Every time.
You go to Dallas dominates OKC. They kicked them out last year. Not only did they kick them out last year, they beat them 3 times this year. The Mavs. They daddy clapped them. So my thing is, the West was open. And it's still open. Even with this trade, it doesn't move the needle for either team. Mm-hmm. All this does for the Lakers is set their future up. Now, obviously, they want to win now and thinking that, hey, we get AD. I think it's still the same. I think their chances are still the same, or if not a little worse, with AD. They still got, like he said, how are we gonna work with Lively and what's his name at the 5 and 4? I need that space in that area where I'm good at. How much can we space that floor?
They just have Kyrie, not Luka there too. So
well, I'm not gonna lie, that pick and roll is gonna start off real crazy, and it's gonna be fun for them. But that doesn't work all game. You know what I mean? The pick and roll is gonna work in certain points of the game.
Yeah, depending on how you mask it and stuff like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the overall game and your setup, what are we doing with the 5 and 4? So that's something that Jason Kidd's gonna have to figure out.
Like what's your MO? What's your identity?
And they have time. There's a freaking half of basketball left. They're trying to win now. Can they go ahead and move the needle? I think they can figure out who they are, their identity by the end of the season. Mm-hmm. But can they, I don't know, make it to the finals? I don't think so. And guess what? If the Mavs get there and they face Luka and the Lakers, yeah, Luka not losing. You can forget about LeBron. Luka's not losing.
I was also going to say, even if Luka is not, LeBron's not going to allow Luka to lose that.
He's not. Yo,
we're doing this together.
Yup, we gonna
figure this one out, brother.
Mm-hmm. So, I think it's still wide open in the West, and as a team over there in the East, bro, I'm gonna be honest, the Knicks and it's Cavs and Boston. Those are the three teams, and the Cavs they don't sell it for me. So we're gonna see Boston and the Knicks again, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be fun.
Listen, I put this up here. We don't really have to waste too much time. You guys heard about Cam on his podcast? Have Dwight's wife on his podcast?
I actually didn't.
It's okay. It's okay if you didn't. To be honest, I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to say I just think it was disgusting by Cam.
Yeah, that's
like he brought Dwight's wife to talk about Dwight and his whole sexual orientation, and I was like,
on the podcast?
I'm pretty sure it was the podcast. It was like an interview based thing. Yeah,
I mean that's a little weird.
Yeah, I just don't. So the only thing I'm going to say about this, because I respect Cam and I love Cam and I love his podcast dearly.
I do.
I don't understand how this moves the needle for you. Like, you could have gotten 100 other people over this woman to have a better interview.
Yeah.
Or a more substantial interview.
Talking about Dwight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
To end this, I just have a simple question for you guys. Is it weird, right, for age, 28 or more, or the age, let's say the age 30 or more, to still be living with someone? Like a roommate, maybe your parents?
This day and age? Right now?
Sure.
Yeah, no, I at this day and age right now, the way things are, I don't see anything wrong with it. If you're allowed to stay with your parents for not as long as you want, but to get yourself where you want to be financially and set yourself for, all right, I leave my parents' house to put yourself in a house and you have everything you want set up, so be it. I didn't get that privilege too. Obviously, at like 26, my parents had the privilege to leave this state. So that it puts a lot of pressure on you. It puts a lot of pressure on you financially, mentally, especially physically, having to work 2 jobs. Like, it's tough out here, Rent ain't cheap. So if you got to get a roommate for a certain amount of time, and yeah, you may be 28, 29, but if you're putting yourself in a position that this ain't going to be forever, I see nothing wrong with it. I definitely don't see anything wrong with it. Because I promise you, if I had my parents for 2-3 more years prior to them leaving, I would have been sitting real nice somewhere.
I brought this up for this scenario, right? I obviously unfollowed this self-centered bitch. I'll say it. I don't care. But there was someone that I followed on Instagram, and she wanted to be cute and post a story talking about if she was missing something. That why are men, you know, women always want to talk about men, right? Why are men 30 plus living with someone? Now, this is where the men that she so-called were speaking to went wrong. She did mention that the men thought it was weird that she lived on her own. She does have a child. Let me add that in there. She does have a child. The child is 100% hers, in the sense of, you know, she has what's the word I'm trying to use here? Custody. And I don't think there's, well, I don't know if the dad is around or not, but I know for a fact she has full custody of her child, right? And where I think the guys that she quote unquote speaks to went wrong is that I guess they thought it was weird to question, like, oh, you live on your own? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to be honest, I don't think you should question anybody if they live with anybody or do or don't, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't like how she just wanted to make a joke about men at the age of 30 plus. She was like, "Oh, it's not it's normal now that men live with people," and I'm like, "Oh, so you really?" And then to be nice, right? I guess to cap it off, so she doesn't seem too ignorant. She goes, I mean, I understand the economy's not well, but I'm like, so I'm just, you know, it bothered me because, and I'm not saying I'm not picking on anybody here. I'm not picking. I'm only picking on her. Because there's no way, right? There's no way. Shawty, hear me out. Congratulations. You grinded. You focused on yourself. You got a house to yourself for you and your child. Okay? You still ended up, and this is a conversation I really want to bring up, but I feel like I need a female to go head to head with a female. I don't think I can have this conversation with you guys the way I want it to be. Like, I think the message will be one-sided if we have it. I need a female so I can go head-to-head with her.
But go ahead, say I want to hear it, though.
You still ended up choosing these men. Like, let's have that conversation. Don't talk to me about, oh, men over 30 still living with someone. You still ended up dating them.
So in the same bed with
so
them.
that little, the intuition, this is the conversation I want to have. I love when women have intuition for things, but don't have it when they're choosing the men.
Fact. Especially when they open up their legs. It'd be quick.
That's how the world is right now, bro. With all these women.
Yeah.
Women, if you're hearing this, please. I would love a 1v1. Come, please. Do me the favor. Okay? But I was just like, there's no way that she wanted to be cute on live. Like, if it bothers you, have that conversation with him.
Yeah.
Like, now everybody wants to be in the social media era where, like, oh, this bothers me. Let me post a story about it. We didn't need to know that your past two boyfriends or men or whoever you want or whatever you want to call them still live with someone, regardless if it's a roommate, an ex-mate, or the parents.
Yeah.
If you had an issue with them, now I don't know if you let go of them when you figure that out or not, but if you had an issue with them,
that's why I started.
Don't date them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how about that one?
Don't start the relationship.
That might
don't
be
start the
tight.
talking. You're just wasting your time. You're wasting your breath.
And then, then get on the, because you guys probably follow each other, so now you want to be petty, get on there so they could see that you're being petty about it, right? Then you want to be cute and say, oh, I know the economy. So you don't really know their financial situation as to why they need a roommate. And if you don't like that type of financial situation, then I'm going to go back to my original question. You're the one choosing them, so why don't you ask yourself the question, why am I attracting or choosing or accepting these men?
That's a fact.
Now, there could be a lot of variables. I know men lie. I know this, that, and the third. I get it. There's a lot of avenues you could go with this. But at the end of the day, before you get cute and get on Instagram, point the fingers to yourself before you want to point it at others. Please, do me the favor before I have to put my petty nefty cap. Anything else to add?
Yeah, no.
We're good?
Yeah.
It looks like that's all we have, folks. Listen, YouTubers, like I said at the top of the pod, if you guys...
That's super.
Like, I went right past that. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Wow. Can't forget that one. That's a big one. We need to talk about that, boy.
Actually, yeah, we still have... my bad. I completely just rolled right past. I didn't even see that.
The big setup, bro.
Super Bowl this upcoming Sunday. Okay? Eagles versus the Chiefs. The game is set. The matchup is set.
Who winning?
Neither team, bro.
Oh, damn.
Nah.
Damn.
Oh, man, bro. I don't know. I got mixed feelings, bro. You know me.
I wasn't even expecting that answer from you.
Oh. I got mixed feelings about it because I really don't like the Eagles. I like the Chiefs, but damn, 3-peat is crazy. 3-peat is crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care who wins, but I want it to be a good game. I want it to be a really good game. If it can replicate how it was 3 years ago, I'd be excited. Besides the last call on a hold, I would love to see a game go back and forth, or even a low scoring game where the defense is showing up. I want to see freaking Saquon go crazy. Like, I want to see him do his thing. I'm a Giants fan. I want to see him win, especially on his birthday. But I want to see Patrick Mahomes do his stardom. You know what I mean? Yo, the first ever 3-peat. Bro, we can't hate, bro. We can't show hate. We was loving on the Patriots when they did it. We gotta go ahead and do the same.
There can only be one.
Nah, y'all ain't like the Patriots. I don't want to hear that.
There can only be one, bro.
We accepted that they win. We may not like them, but we had to accept that they won. The only difference is that
No, you guys didn't do that either. Sorry.
we didn't. Who?
I'm not saying you. I'm saying the consensus didn't do that either. We got hit with cheating allegations.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with the Chiefs. I mean, they're in the same boat, right?
Yeah. So why not? I don't think we're accepting it.
Oh, so we're all right. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm not gonna be those people. I guess I'm the outlier, but it would be pretty cool to see the first 3-peat. For real. Ray, who you got?
Go Birds.
Who you got?
Go commercials.
Bro, them commercials always trash. Pick one.
Bro, Jesus.com.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, pick a freaking team, bro.
Eagles, bro. Fuck them Chiefs.
I'm gonna be honest.
I wouldn't say all that.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't say all that either.
I'm being biased, bro. I don't want a 3-peat.
Nah.
We had 2 chances to get a 3-peat and we didn't get it. I don't want them to get it.
I'm pulling the horn on y'all.
Wait, what does that mean?
What? Yeah, that makes sense, bro.
I don't know. Actually.
You can't,
Shut up.
Right, you can't say nothing and then not know why, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, I don't know. I'm 50-50, man. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if the Chiefs win, but if I had to pick a side, I would probably go Eagles. I've been bashing this man all year. I've been bashing him since he's freaking went to the Super Bowl. So for me, the question for me is if the Eagles play where they're playing and it's enough to beat the Chiefs. Because we've seen Buffalo do what they had to do all season and play the same way to beat the Chiefs, and that's for Josh Allen. And the coaching is what fudged them in the end with the play calling. Now, the Eagles have been playing their way of football with running the ball and picking pockets for when Jalen to throw, and which is why we're criticizing him. And we have to think, is that enough to beat the Chiefs? Because if we then leave it to Sirianni, they would also lose. So what that means is Jalen Hurts is going to have to do a little bit more than 100 yards of passing. He's going to have to do a little bit of running, maybe 170 with a tutty. He just needs to pull up in big moments. Maybe not those exact stats, but when it matters most, you need to rise. Honestly, I can care less about the stats. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. Show up and throw the ball when it needs to be there and run when you have to. If you do that, I can care less about the stats. If you do what you're supposed to do and rise up, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy for you, and I'm going to be happy for Saquon because I know he's going to bring it, and I know the rest of the team is going to bring it. So it is definitely on Jalen Hurts to not step up, but be there when it matters.
I'm gonna agree and disagree with that. And the only reason why is Jalen Hurts has the tendency to always choke in a championship game.
No, he didn't. He didn't when he won in the Super Bowl, bro. He did not.
Okay, but that was the one time. And then any of the other times that he went to the championship?
Well,
He only been to one.
been to one.
Okay, but in college as well?
I wouldn't say he choked when he was with Alabama.
He did. That's why they put in Tua.
Okay. I watched that game thoroughly. All right. I'm going to play your card. I see both ways. I think two things could be right here. Because you can call it that he choked. But we also need to give credit to Georgia for playing phenomenal defense in that championship game. And Nick Saban, what he just mentioned about being outcoached, said, you know what? Let me switch this dynamic and bring in my slinging quarterback instead of my mobile quarterback.
Correct.
So, I'm not saying you're wrong,
No.
but it can be seen from the other side. And that's technically about it, because if you want to play that game, Nick Saban had to take off Tua to then put in Jalen Hurts in another championship game.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, I've been grilling him all year because I've told him, I'm like, yo, I see something there. I see that he can get to that next level, and it's not there. You know, we talk about him having the defense, talking about having that offensive line, having that juggernaut of an offense with A.J. Brown, and you got freaking
Devontae Smith.
but freaking the tight end. Freaking
Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard. You have those guys, but yet you're not playing like up to the standard, as they would say. I know you don't care about the numbers. I'm just gonna tell you, show up in that fourth quarter and do what you do best. If it's running, if it's throwing in between the numbers, do what you gotta do.
You know what's kind of crazy with what you're saying is I think this is the one game where they might need to pay attention to numbers. Because in the last 9 playoff games, can you guys name me how many 100-yard rushers the Chiefs have allowed in the playoffs? 0. They haven't allowed one 100-plus rusher in the last 9 playoff games. I'm not counting regular season.
Yeah.
Playoff games.
Yeah, that happened this year.
So, now, did they face someone like Barkley? Maybe not. Even though they did play the Super Bowl, they had to face CMC, and a healthy CMC at that. Well, actually, let me not say that, because it was said that he was hurt. Right? So, I know they're playing a different beast, but they got to take that into consideration.
I wouldn't say different beasts. I would honestly, I've said Purdy. They have the Purdy and Jalen. No difference for me, bro.
Yeah. But see, okay, but
they have Debo.
But that's a perfect comparison to what I kind of want to say in the sense of what they need to. Purdy, right? You're saying it's similar to Jalen Hurts, but let's break down Purdy. You have CMC, regardless if he was healthy or not. You had Debo. You had Kittle. You had Ayuk. Okay? You had certain pieces that help you out. Then we get to Philly. You have Goddard. You have Devontae. You have Brown. You have Barkley. Now, you mentioned once again, you brought up being outcoached. So you know what Bill Belichick used to always do, that Andy Reid is doing a great job in these playoffs?
Yeah.
You have all these weapons. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to force you to just choose your least one. So they're going to find a way. What's the one weapon that maybe Jalen really can't get to? I'm not too sure. I don't have that at the top of my head, but I'm just saying. Maybe it's Goddard. Maybe it's Smith, because we see more success with Brown and Saquon. So now the Eagles got to figure out, okay, if they have us in a chokehold, how can we still overcome that? Oh, you want us to only pass to Goddard? Bet. Let me run a few trick plays, or maybe slip blocks and goes, like slip and goes or whatever they call it, to get Goddard open. Because if you're only going to give me Goddard, then I'm going to try to beat you with Goddard. and maybe hide other moves to get dudes open, for Saquon and Smith and stuff like that. They're gonna take away your strengths and play you against your weaknesses. On top of that, I think we both said this last week. I think we said this. I could be wrong. They've been playing tremendous. They've been taking care of the ball pretty well, right?
Yeah.
And playing great defense. They've been not just leading, dominating the turnover game in the last 3 playoff games. Yeah. They're probably going to need to do that. And it's going to be a little bit tougher with dudes that have been here for 3 consecutive seasons. All right? They know how to play polished playoff football. I was about to say basketball, excuse me. Football. And they love to, again, veteran team, they're going to allow the Eagles to dictate how the Chiefs are going to play.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this is their run. You face the Rams, you face Washington. I don't know who they face in between. They're not the Chiefs. That turnover battle where you had freaking 4 turnovers, like stuff like that, you're not going to see. So they're going to have to, like you said, they're going to have to show up. And that comes to coaching. Like, I don't know if Sirianni can go ahead and go toe-to-toe with him. Yeah. And that's the scary part because Josh Allen played a freaking hell of a game. You know what I mean? And when it comes to that play calling at the end, coaching is the one that won that. So if it comes to that 1-2 plays, we know the Chiefs have shown we can play a tight game and win. We have the play calling to go ahead and beat you. So it's up to Sirianni to be like, all right, well, I have to step up my game and make sure that my play calling is up to par on what the Chiefs are showing me and how to attack. Because if you just go in, like I said in the beginning, if you go ahead thinking like what you did regular season into the playoffs is going to go ahead and work, you best not believe that it is. You best not believe. And that's why I said Jalen's going to have to step up. I don't think they're going to play that brand of football and it's going to work. Something's going to have to, either he steps up or Sirianni's going to have the freaking coaching life of his freaking career, being Andy Reid. I think Jalen Hurts has to do it because I don't think Sirianni can do it. He should have been out of there a long time ago. So it's going to be up to Jalen to throw the needle in between the lines, and it's going to be Saquon having to do what he got to do. And as for Goddard, he's looked great. So I'm not worried about him. I'm also worried about A.J. Brown not being upset if in the first half you don't get the ball. Because that's another thing, that he's a hothead. So if in the first half, it's a tight game, but he hasn't gotten the ball, that can dictate the second half and applying pressure to give him the ball. And then guess what that leads to? A turnover. Because they got to force him to get him the ball to be interactive. And instead of, playing within the game, you got to read a book on the sideline to ease your ego. Not in the Super Bowl. Not in the Super Bowl. You get the ball, you don't get the ball, run hard. Do what you got to do to get open. Don't get up in Jalen's face if you ain't getting the ball first half. Because it could turn around in the second half where you do get the ball and it's working for you. Or it could be on the flip side. You get the ball all first half and guess what? They take you out the game. You got to play. So it's really, there's a lot of factors that are going to be key for the Eagles to have any type of success.
That should be pissing me off, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that shit. I hate how diva. Because, I said this with the NBA stuff. There's history, man. Eli just said it. You don't know how things... Bro, the Patriots were down 28-3. You think they came back because Edelman came back and said, yo, why are you not passing me the ball? Mm-hmm. You think Gronk showed up and Brady's face is like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you not throwing me the ball? Mm-hmm. Nah, bro. Them boys locked in. When the Rams won the Super Bowl, I understand that he got hurt. But Odell went off the first half. Boom. Okay, cool. Got hurt. You think Kupp just said, oh, well, you were only passing to Odell. What am I going to do? No, he said, damn, my boy's down. I got to lock in for the second half.
They mentally got to be strong. The Chiefs have shown they are undefeated when tight games, three or less. When they're in the game, they know what to do. So if it's a tight game, I can see the Chiefs going ahead and three-peating. For whatever reason, if the Eagles can hit them early, and make sure they step on the gas and do not pull a freaking Mac McDermott or what's his name and the head coach of the 49ers, because he was up at half and wanted to freaking lay off the gas. If you don't pull that twice, you're right, twice. If you don't do that, you'll have yourself a Super Bowl.
It's crazy. All three times it was like that, I think. The Eagles when they lost, they were up in half. 49ers were up by 10 in the first Super Bowl, and then they were up by 9, right? 9 in the last year.
The game is not over until the fat lady sings, bro.
Good thing I ain't a lady.
But I'm just saying, bro. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, bro. You guys just gotta focus, bro. It's a 1-game season at this point, bro. Just focus up, man. Focus up and don't let it get to you. First thing. Also, I don't want. I get it. I know it's been throughout the season. I don't want to hear it after the Super Bowl. The Eagles should know that going into this game, the refs are going to be a factor. Go into this game knowing that the refs are going to be a factor. I don't want to hear after the Super Bowl from anybody unless it's a crazy blatant play. We at this point just know that the refs are going to favor the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You gotta knock them out so bad that the refs their input just means shit.
Yeah.
So lock in. Don't let the first mistake bring you down for the rest of the game. Don't let the refs take you out of the game. Like we're for both teams. Let me not just speak to the Eagles like as if I'm an Eagles fan. For both teams, we're both playing a 1-game season at this point.
Yeah. And I understand. You look at the Houston game, you look at the Bills game, but you got to understand, with the Bills, there were calls where they could have been one-sided, but we can't sit here like Matt McDermott and Josh Allen did not have the ball in their hands to go ahead and get a field goal to tie or to get a touchdown. Let's not go that you got a guy in James Cook who was running the ball pretty well, even though he didn't have 100 yards. He was running the ball effectively, and you did not run the ball not once with 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So there were things within that game where you have timeouts and you have the time on your side where you want to throw the ball all 4 times. That's coaching. How do you not run the ball when he's running effectively and move forward? You know what I mean? So there's a lot more than just these calls. Josh Allen had a legitimate shot to go ahead and beat Patrick Mahomes. You had that drive. That drive was yours. The fact there's no play calling to at least attempt to run the ball and then scheme to go ahead, that's on the coach. So, Eagles, there's going to be calls like you said, but at the same time, you're going to have your shot, and you best not miss. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got.
Jeff? Green bean? All right. Green bean applesauce, baby.
All right, well, let's try this again. For my YouTubers, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like the episode, subscribe to the channel. Patreon, head over there, give us a nice $4.99 per month to get 4 extra episodes along with uncut version of our YouTube episodes and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We will make sure we get back to showing you guys some love. This is your boys here at the Savages on the Box. We love you guys. Make sure you tell someone you love them. Stay safe. God bless us all.
Peace.